we have our first keynote, and we're going to go into gamification. So we're going to have a keynote about enhancing engagement through gamification.
Yes, and we want to talk about the fact that gamification isn't just fun. A lot of people see that in games and apps, but it's a powerful tool for actually amplifying brand visibility and deepening customer engagement. And today we're talking about why gamification really matters and the different ways that it can be applied, on how to design experiences that both captivate but also inspire the audience.
So let's welcome on stage the Chief Gaming Officer of Beloud, Wojciech. Welcome on stage.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for the introduction. It's a great pleasure to be here at TechChill. It is my first TechChill. So before we begin, I would love to thank everyone that has come here before me on this very TechChill stage, and you for listening, being here, creating this TechChill community. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you so much. As you could hear, I am Wojciech. I am the Chief Gaming Officer. Sounds kind of cool, but not very serious. And we are going to talk about fun as well, because gamification, as you could hear, is not only fun, but primarily we are talking about games and gaming. We, as Beloud, as you can see, we're a gaming marketing agency. And me, Wojciech, I am, well, a gamer. First of all, I've been gaming and playing my whole life from the early childhood. Currently, I am a esports and gaming journalist. I obviously work at Beloud also. I've been a professional League of Legends player. Yeah, right, I know. Anyone played League of Legends here? Hands up if you did. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? Oh, right there. Shout to you. I mean, we're in this together. So, right now, also, I'm a proud owner, and I own a couple YouTube channels. I'm also a YouTuber. One of them currently in Polish has exceeded 800,000 subscribers. So I basically do a lot of things gaming and social media related. And my first question to you, or rather a statement, is that right now I'm doing pretty well because I found gaming and YouTube, but it's not everything that I did well, and especially in my younger years, I struggled with making exercise and running just a part of my routine. So January is also behind us, but hands up, who also has tried to make exercising part of their routine some point in their lives? By the show of hands. Okay, that's quite a bit. And now, hands up those who actually have made it and stick to it. Okay, great. Congratulations to you. And for those that didn't put their hands up, no worries. There's still hope. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, since it's not like you never liked physical activity. Am I right? Why those experiences that we remember from our early childhood, playing volleyball, basketball, or running around with a stick, talking to our imaginary friends, they were fun. Yeah, those were fun times. And right now, it doesn't seem as fun because we do not treat it as a play. It is not a game. Running is not a game to us. Going to the gym is not a game to us. I mean, not yet, but that is the key. Since playing and having fun is a part of, well, our evolutionary psychology. Humans are wired to play. Also, every single creature in an animal kingdom also is wired to play and have fun. For example, if you point that nasty red light dot at a cat, what does he do? Well, he plays and have fun, but why does he do that? Since he prepares himself for a hunt, he trains. It's just a part of our psychology. That's how we are wired. So every challenge we fear, unless it's gamified, unless we treat it like a game. So that's the answer for all of you that didn't raise their hand at the end. The answer is gamification, basically in all aspects of life. And well, does gamification have a limit? Well, gaming certainly doesn't have a limit, as you can see, and as you, showing by sign of hands, I've seen that many of you actually played League of Legends, so yeah, the limits are currently not perceived yet, but when we're talking about gaming, it is no longer a niche hobby or interest. It is a part of the mainstream pop culture, and it's something that we have to remember. For example, the best-selling product in the history of entertainment industry is a video game. To be specific, it is Minecraft. Obviously, you must know about Minecraft. And also, Grand Theft Auto 5, of course 6 is coming soon, but GTA 5 also sold over 200 million copies. And yes, those numbers sound cool, but what if I tell you that 300 million sold copies translates to, well, twice the best-selling Harry Potter book, because the best-selling part sold about 150 million times. So that's twice that. And over 200 million sold copies of GTA 5, that means in the overall revenue that it's more than Avengers Endgame and Avatar combined together. So not only gaming is part of the entertainment, it actually dominates the entertainment sphere. And we can utilize that gamification or gaming aspect to our marketing needs. How do we understand it? Well, simply put, gamification is utilizing the game development elements and practices and putting them into a non-game or non-gamified yet environment. And this could be the three key areas that we can highlight. First of most, it is progression. We love to progress, see the progress bar in the life. And going back into the running experience that I've mentioned about, we can trick ourselves when we are on our run. It could be relatable to you. Those 5K runs or 3K runs, whatever you like, they might get quite challenging. But you can trick yourself into thinking that, okay, I just need to get to that lamppost or to that near tree or to that fence. And that tricking part is gamification. That's progression. We do like progress. The second key area, the second key element is competition. We love to compete. We love to rank. We love to compare ourselves to other people. Is also a part of our psychology. What would Instagram be without it, right? I mean, competition is wired in our veins as well. And the third key area and the third element is connection. We as humans, we strive for connection. We need our tribe. We need our people. We like to connect with each other, be a part of a community. And even when we are consuming, again, you might relate to this, when you watch a YouTube video, for example, what do you do after 2 or 3 minutes of watching? Or maybe if your attention span is, well, TikTokified, then you might scroll towards the comments after a few seconds to see what other people have to say. And that's also part of the gamification that we are going to be talking about. So we know that humans need connection and community, and it's not only part of gamification, but also deep in our hearts, in our veins, in our psychology. So where do gamers and gaming communities interact? It used to be text forums and text chats. Right now, it has moved a little bit. The attention has shifted towards, we all know, YouTube, Twitch is a streaming platform for gaming, and also Discord. And Discord is something that I would like to put some emphasis on, since communities, they need a special place for them to thrive. And the fundamentals of a community are people. And Discord is something that has emerged from gaming. Obviously, right now, you might connect and associate Discord with more of a project management and working environment. Yes, that's true, but it has its origin in gaming. It was particularly popular in gaming communities. And it is crucial to remember that the gaming communities, they know each other very well, they resonate with each other, and if we want to communicate with them, we must speak in their voice, know their tone of voice. But where all this engagement is really heading, and where do those interactions happen? Since Discord is not the only place, it's not the end-all be-all, it's a cool platform to amplify it, but also the metaverse. I mean, it is a cool buzzword, and obviously I do not have to explain metaverse for you if you're at TechChill, but let's look at metaverse through the gaming lens. Since right now, gaming sphere and gaming products, gaming platforms, they allow you to create a gaming metaverse, to gamify that metaverse in the most native way possible for your audience. And what do I mean by that? Is that, for example, Fortnite, I mean, obviously you must have heard about Fortnite, right? Yeah. So, Fortnite is the #1 most trending online platform. And we call it a platform since in Fortnite, everyone, every gamer, every single one of you as well, could have access to a tool that allows you to create a metaverse inside of Fortnite. Your own game that the community of Fortnite and also others could interact in, could create a community, right, to basically thrive and utilize already existing people on that platform, inside of that game, fans of Fortnite, and, well, there's quite a bit of them, which an all-time active players peak during a single day is almost 12 million, and active players daily over 1.5 million. And how do we approach gamification in that sense? Because gamification, gaming, it's intrinsically bind together, right? But metaverse and gaming is an entirely new thing when it comes to those big platforms. Not only Fortnite, of course, but Roblox as well. But here, I would like to talk about 2 cases, to be specific, that we as Beloud worked on and can share with you. How do we approach them from a commercial perspective, and what really the possibilities inside of the Fortnite metaverse are. So first one is Reporter Young. It's a Polish brand. It's a Polish clothing brand that reached out to us with few objectives. First of all, it was increasing brand awareness, which, well, yeah, in marketing, you do expect that. It's pretty straightforward. Building a new community around the brand, a new one, which is great because via Fortnite, we can utilize that perfectly, and also performance and conversion. So basically, to drive sales. And how the hell are we gonna drive sales by game and only game environment in a metaverse? Right? How are we gonna do that? And I didn't know then, but what I show next is probably gonna blow your mind. So that's how it looked like inside of the metaverse. There's a screen of the game. It was cool, since it was a tycoon type of game. Has anyone here, by the show of hands, played Roller Coaster Tycoon? Do you know that game? Okay, we got a few. We got a few hands in the air. Roller Coaster Tycoon is an old school game that basically allowed you to create your own theme park, your own roller coasters, your own rides. And guests, your clients, they came to your theme park, you got some money, got some cash invested in, and built yourself an even bigger theme park. And the Reporter Young metaverse was exactly that. A multiplayer game, tycoon type of experience, and the player had to build the store of Reporter Young from the ground up. It was super immersive because every time a challenge for us creating such a metaverse is how to present the brand to the player in order to not interfere with the gaming pleasure and basically the gaming needs so that the game is actually good. It's not an ad. It's not the blatant ad, right? So we put the store in there with actual clothes, actual designs, and allowed players to build it from the ground up, complete missions, get money, get clients, and also, what I mentioned, design the actual, design sprints on the hoodies and etc. on the overall products of Reporter Young. And, players loved it. It's now a screenshot of that game. Because, as it turned out, we gathered this community on our Discord server. We just directed those players through the influencer communication towards the Discord server. And then, what we did is utilize the game because you had to complete a mission, and also we needed to drive sales, right? So what we did is partnered up with a leading voice in Fortnite, in Polish Fortnite community, and he made a YouTube video, or vouched to make a YouTube video with some of the players that are going to make the transaction. It had to be at least 50 zlotys, so about 12 euros, and verify that transactions on the Discord server. And we managed to get 1,500 of transactions made on the Discord server, or verified, because we could make more, but 1,500 verified transactions on the Discord server from this activity alone. Which is great news, since the Fortnite player base is 7 to 12 and 13 to 18 on the most part, but we sometimes forget that, parents, they do pay, but who decides on what to buy? And most often, these are kids. So, that's the first case that I wanted to share with you. And the second one is Balsi Insurance. A completely different market, a completely different player, because on one hand, we had previously the clothing brand, and now we get a insurtech company that, also wants some brand recognition to showcase their innovative approach, yes, and become a home for a tech-savvy community, for tech-savvy players, the part of Fortnite already existing community. And it was a hard one to crack, right, at the beginning, since it's a completely different case. We need to design the metaverse world in a way that it both is not, as I said in the beginning, a blatant ad, because who wants that? The game had to be good, the game had to be engaging, and subconsciously or subliminally, we had to introduce Balsia values and basically communicate to the players that, hey, this is an insurance company, you can insure yourself there, since it's very valuable, as we seen previously, because through decisions of the kids and their activities, their experiences, parents actually buy stuff and pay for it. So, what we came up with is Balsia Mega Mansion. And those for you who didn't play it yet, rookie mistake, but you can fix it, no worries. It's available in Fortnite library via the map code or just typing in Balsia Mega Mansion. But, business first, right? Pleasure later. So, what is Balsia Mega Mansion about, and how did we achieve what I told you previously? Since how do we communicate it subconsciously? Balsia Mega Mansion is, a huge mansion, a home for Fortnite players, a home for tech-savvy community, a metaverse, in which there are 4 challenges, 4 big rooms, quota, because those rooms are separate mini-games. For example, there is a travel parkour game, in which you travel through different biomes, through scorching deserts, through rainforests, and Balsia guides you, because there are signs that guide you with the Balsia logo, for example. There are checkpoints that, positions Balsia as a safety net for the players, so subconsciously, Balsia has your back. If you fall during a parkour, no worries, you are brought to the same exact place. You don't have to start over, since, you're insured, right? Also, you get mountain climbing, in which you get the helmet, etc., etc. You get the theme. it's all subconscious, and it doesn't interfere at all with how the map looks and how it should function. Map is constantly updated, so you can also look right now. It is fully working, and there are going to be new updates implemented in a short period of time. But quick word about what we managed to accomplish thus far, because this is an ongoing project with Wojciech. Of course, organic views in Poland, 1.2 million. It's cool, and it's cool for me because I'm there, since I have this YouTube channel that I told you about, and I was a part of the campaign. We got the multi-country Discord server that also you can be a part of. Already 2,500 members there. And a digital campaign that we wanted to share with you a little bit, since, well, it turned out very, very well as we expected to. It looks super, super cool. So, with videos, it's always tricky, and let's see if it works. Might not. But you can also check it online, obviously. Wojciech mega mentioned to type it in, and you will see the video that I've mentioned here. But coming back to our main question, does gamification have a limit? And obviously, as you could hear, it might help with, well, running. It is about progression, about competition, about community, and it can help you in all aspects of life. But what we have to remember is that you can actually go two ways. You can overdo gamification, which means that your product or your service is gamified too much. The client, your target group, focuses on the reward system and does not care about the product. But in order to make it a little easier for yourself, you can utilize the external environments and already existing communities to build on, which is, for example, Fortnite, which is a great fundamental. And also you can, well, underdo gamification, which means that your product does not have any of it and, well, no one is engaged enough. I mean, the engagement aspect is crucial, since you can highly increase it via gamification, because, as I mentioned, this is a part of our deep, deep psychology, and we are just wired that way. So, if you encounter any obstacle in your life, just remember that gamifying it, well, might not solve it completely, but definitely is going to make it a little easier. Thank you so much. Let's gamify the world.